Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium. Cup cars on track for the first time since 1971. It's all part of the preseason clash. We've had practice. We've had timed practice for qualifying, and now we're going to set the field for tomorrow night's 200-lapper with 4 25 green flag lap heat races. Practice was just a prelude to what you're about to see. Top 5 in each heat advance. Tomorrow on Fox, the last chance qualifier, that's 75 laps, 2 will advance, and then the highest remaining driver from last season's points make up the 23-car field. All right, you do the math, Clint. That means 16 drivers are going home without the opportunity to run the 200-lapper. There's a lot at stake here.
You think? That means carnage is fixing to happen, folks. There's people that are desperate in the back. They're coming to the front. And how do you do that, Kevin? You move them out of the way.
Yeah, and I think that's really what we're getting ready to see is what is the style of racing going to be? How do we make a pass? Is it in the grass? How hard do you have to hit them? Where do you have to hit them? So this is going to form the style of racing that we're going to see at Bowman Gray. We expect it to be rough, but we don't really know exactly how they're going to do it.
Well, this is the culture of racing here. Earlier today in the 125-lap modified race, the leader pushed the outside pole sitter on a restart to brush the wall. Under caution, he came up to chat about it. The leader gave him a wheel, and on the next restart, that leader got punted into the first turn wall. That's the way they race here.
What he meant to say is half the cars finished with no front bumper on.
That's right. Yeah, the second place car couldn't challenge for the win. Burt Myers, his front bumper was looking skyward. But that was then. This is now. We're ready for heat number 1. And here they are with 5 cars out of the 10 to qualify. Now, notice all of the RCR cars down there at the bottom of that list. That'll be interesting as they fight their way forward. Here's Regan Smith.
Well, Mike, you were just talking about how guys are going to get from the outside down to the inside and how technical they could get at the start of these races. Joey Logano, 3rd heat race. You will start 2nd on the outside of the front row. How do you get this 22 down to the bottom so you don't lose too many spots?
Well, the good thing is Fox Sports has great coverage, and I'll be watching that the first couple of heats to see how they're getting down. I watched the modified race here earlier. That's really all we have to go off of, and it seemed like the second place, first car on the outside, more times than not got down, not every time. And it usually took a pretty aggressive move to do it. So it's not going to be comfortable by no means, but we'll do what we can, try to stay up there and, ultimately get us a good starting spot for tomorrow. Track position is going to be really important.
All right, good luck. Thanks for talking to us. Jamie?
Well, Tyler Reddick got up on the gas when he needed to. He'll start on the pole in the 4th qualifying heat. So first off, racing here at Bowman Gray. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to come here and watch some racing a few times over the years. It's been a few years though since I've been here, so yeah, it's just cool to be able to roll up here to Winston-Salem and hop right off the interstate and boom, here it is, here at Bowman Gray Stadium. So yeah, the weather is obviously cooling off and some of those factors are coming into play, but the first 2 practice sessions for our Jordan Red Camry was just not ideal. We were really struggling out there, so it was good to make those adjustments, and when it counted, put down a good lap.
How relieved were you when they said 4th, you're starting on pole?
Well, I thought they said 4th in our group, good job. I mean, with how rough today had been, I'm like, well, yeah, it's been that kind of a day. But nothing they meant before overall. I thought they were best on day first, so we'll take it.
Well, we'll see how he does in the qualifying heat. Let's go over to Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Jamie, when you look back at the 3 years that we ran the LA Coliseum, Richard Childress Racing, Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon, top 5s every single time they raced at the Coliseum. They are struggling here. They're going to both be in this heat race starting 8th and 9th. I talked to Richard Boswell, Randall Burnett, the crew chiefs. They said their cars just get tighter and tighter. The front wheels just lose grip, and they feel like being under the impound. They can't get it adjusted out. They will be fun to watch in this heat race.
Thanks, Larry. 4 Fords and 6 Chevrolets in this first qualifying heat. 5 to qualify. Everybody else goes to the last chance qualifier. And Bowman Gray Stadium and NASCAR announced that all tickets for today, tonight, and tomorrow have been sold. The whole weekend completely sold out. 40% of those tickets to locals, and the other 60% to people from 44 different states.
I want to look at your outside front row right there, Brad Keselowski, RFK. These cars are really fast. His teammate Buscher really showed some speed in that qualifying session, and he followed suit right behind him. Big turnaround for these guys in the Clash. First two Clash experiences out there for RFK didn't make the race. He finished 8th. Brad did last year. Huge turnaround this year at Bowman Gray.
Well, what I want to see, Clint, is what's the outside line look like? How hard is it for him to get down? Are these cars going to slip up off the corner and create that hole like we saw in the modified race? So
yes,
there's a lot that's getting ready to unfold right here, and I can't wait.
A lot of slipping and sliding around. Make sure you get the temperature in not only your tires but your brakes as well. So a lot of wheel lockup.
10 cars, 25 green laps, no overtime. Half the field advances to the 200-lapper tomorrow night. The other half goes to the last chance qualifier. They come off turn number 4. Green flag. Chase Elliott gets away. Kozlowski holding tough on the outside against Blaney for second.
And you see right behind him, you see Justin Haley in the grass back there. He tried to make a hole, and now you see Gregson down there on the bottom in the grass. So we already see that the grass is going to be used.
That's 5th on back, and Haley got a bump from Gregson, and he loses the last qualified spot.
It's not over. It's not over. Keep an eye on this.
It's just getting started.
Is he going to repay the favor? Not quite yet. Can't get to him.
Austin Dillon goes for a spin off turn number 2.
No caution.
No yellow.
Oh, that's big.
Race on.
He's going to stay there. Caution.